Muted or morally weak SBS calculated silence on sexist slur against Dimple Yadav draws fire. Is Samajwadi Party's muted response to the derogatory comment on its MP Dimple Yadav political pragmatism or moral weakness in Uttar Pradesh? The storm over the sexist remarks by religious leaders is showing no sign of abating. Barely had outrage over a Vrindavan saint's comments subsided when another controversy erupted, this time involving Maulana Sajid Rashidi, president of the All India Imam Association, who made an indecent remark about Dimple Yadav during a televised debate, triggering a political, social, and moral uproar. While BJP MPs seized the moment with strong protests, contrasting SBS silence with their declared defense of women's honor, political analysts described the SBS muted response as a clear fallout of vote bank compulsions. Referring to a photograph of Yadav at a mosque event in Delhi with her husband and party chief Akhilesh Yadav, Rashidi said, "Look at her back. It is naked." The remark aimed at contrasting Yadav's attire with that of fellow SP MP Ikra Hassan, who had covered her head, was widely condemned as indecent and anti-women. Samajwadi Party leader Pravesh Yadav lodged a complaint at the Budikund police station in Lucknow, calling the words an insult not just to Dimple Yadav but to all women. Infer was registered under multiple sections of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, including 79 outraging the modesty of women, 196 promoting enmity between groups, 299 hurting religious sentiments, and 352 intentional insult. Nanan the BJP, however, wasted no time in taking the issue to Parliament. NDA MPs staged a vociferous protest, demanding accountability and raising slogans in defense of women's dignity. "We won't tolerate insults to a female MP," declared several BJP leaders, holding placards in solidarity. Lok Jan Shakti Party RMP Shambhavi Chaudhary added, "For NDA, the honor and prestige of women is of utmost priority." Dimple Yadav herself, while thanking those who stood with her, questioned the BJP's sincerity. She asked why the party had not staged similar protests against violence and atrocities against women in Manipur. Nanan the Maulana's remarks sparked widespread anger across Uttar Pradesh and beyond. On social media, hashtags condemning both saints and clerics trend for days. Many citizens noted the irony of religious leaders expected to uphold compassion and moral guidance indulging in sexist discourse. People said that the derogatory remarks against women, whether by politicians, commoners, or acharyas, are unacceptable. Nanan, however, SP continued to maintain a calculated silence on the entire issue. Despite filing the FIR, the party's leadership, including Akhilesh Yadav, refrained from directly or forcefully condemning Rashidi. SP veteran Avdesh Prasad did issue a scathing statement, saying only a madman can make such remarks. "These saints and clerics must remember that their words impact millions of minds." Yet, the absence of a stronger and united front from the party's top brass has drawn sharp scrutiny. Nanan observers believe this reflects the party's reliance on Muslim votes. A senior political analyst in Lucknow said, had such a remark come from a Hindu priest or a BJP leader, the SP would have taken to the streets. But because the offender is a Muslim cleric, the party hesitated. The silence is strategic, but it appears morally weak. Dr. Shashikant Pandey, head of the political science department at Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar University, Lucknow, explained the stakes in a state where women constitute nearly half the electorate. Repeated sexist remarks by influential figures risk alienating a significant voter base. The muted response from the Samajwadi Party reflects the compulsions of vote bank politics, but it comes at a cost. Women and young voters increasingly expect clarity and moral courage from political leaders. Silence in such cases can backfire in the long run, especially ahead of the 2027 elections. Nanan, while the BJP positioned itself as a defender of women's honor, its critics accused it of selective outrage. Congress leaders said both saffron saints and Muslim clerics were guilty of degrading women, adding that the BJP was exploiting the issue to corner the SP. Yet, support for Dimple Yadav extended even across ideological divides. Atul Pathak, a BJP supporter from Kannauj, told News 18, "I may support BJP, but I deeply respect Dimple Yadav for her dignity and conduct. What that Maulana said was shameful, it hurt me too." Nanan, at its core, This controversy goes beyond a vulgar remark. It highlights the vulnerability of women in public life to moral policing, the selective outrage of political parties dictated by electoral arithmetic, and the growing erosion of moral courage in politics. Swipe left for next video. Few would dispute that Dimple Yadav remains one of the most graceful and dignified figures in Indian politics. Her choice of modest saris, her soft-spoken nature, and her simple yet composed public presence have earned her admiration across party lines. That makes Rashidi's comment all the more shocking. A comment on social media states Dimple's silence shows grace under fire. But the silence of those around her reveals something far more troubling: a political culture where expediency triumphs over principle, and conscience is outsourced to calculations. Latest blogs.